Hello, how are you? My name is Kat. Welcome to my channel. Hello, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. So today we have another book haul. If you saw my last video, you know I've been visiting a couple bookstores near where I live. And over there I did manage to get this t-shirt. I don't know if you can see it. It's very simple. So it's from the Hidden Lantern bookstore. And then I thought it was appropriate for me to use it this time. And then I also went to Sandbox bookstore. Over there, I couldn't find anything that it caught my attention. Sometimes I find some classics that I don't see it in the regular bookstores, but this time I couldn't find anything. So I just decided to go for something that I already know I'm gonna like. It's the third book in the Fate and the Fallen series, and it's Ruin by John Wayne. It's another book. I just finished the first one. I have to start the second one, and now I have the third book on my collection. Later, I stopped a couple times in Books a Million, and I think one time at the Barnes and Noble store. I didn't buy too much at the Barnes and Noble. I decided to just complete my collection from the Fate and the Fallen series. So I get the last book on the series, and it's raw. I can pronounce it. It's raw. So that's the fourth book on the series. Now I have the whole series. I don't have excuse to don't read them. I have to start the second one, and then I get this one. Is Federico Garcia Lorca, and the book is, if I translate it, is Weddings of Blood, Bodas de Sangre. It's about it's written about an event that actually happened in 1928, and it's about a woman that she couldn't arrive to her wedding, and later on they find her near to a body, like a dead person from her family. It's not that long, so I think it will be interesting. Then I decided to start kind of like a collection, but not really, because I'm interested to read the books from Premios Planeta publisher. I'm not sure if I'm putting in the right section the books. Every year, these Premios Planeta, they give a prize to our author that writes in Spanish, and they have like a finalist, semi-finalist, and the winner. So they always have like the two big prizes, and this one is the first place on the 2022 prize, and it's the Lejos de Luisiana, Luis Gabas, and it's a historical fiction, and it's set in Mississippi, and it's set during the time when the French and Spain, they have like kind of war, and they are like fighting for the territory, and it's a family who is established in that area, and what happened to them during this conflict, and the relationship with the native people over there. And it sounds really interesting. It's like a 700 pages, so it's a little long, but I'm interested because it's historical fiction, and it has like a good reviews. I didn't want to get deep inside the reviews and try to figure out exactly what it's about, because I don't like to get spoiled. But I'm interested to get to read these prices. Maybe next year I'm gonna get the second one, and they're really nice. They're a little expensive. That's why I am trying to just get them like from this year to the future, and maybe I will read in an ebook form the books from the past years to see how they are, if they actually deserve the price that they get. But so far I think they do. I never read so many bad reviews about the books that they get the prices from this publisher. I always interested on those books that they are like have some prices, especially when they're like Spanish books. I'm really interested to read them. So that's another one. Then, like I said, I stopped a couple times on Books a Million. The first Books a Million that I visited, I went with my friend, and we just walking around and I found some graphic novels that I bought for my brother. So I'm not gonna show you those here because I'm not really gonna read them. Maybe I would read one of them, but I don't think so. So it's not for my collection. It's for him, and they were very cheap. So then I decided to go and check it out. Another Books a Million, that to see if I can find more. And I guess they just put a bunch of books on bargain price, and I got crazy. They're not that bad if you consider that I just pay around $5 to $7, $8 per book. But I did buy a lot of for him and for me. So moving on, the first book that I get is the first book on the Lord of the Rings series, The Fellowship of the Ring. I hope I'm putting in the right section. There you go. So I did decide to buy this one this time because I really like the covers. I'm glad they didn't put the faces of the actress or the actors on the covers. And it still has the little logo, But I think they're good. If I want to do a reread, I can always write down on these ones, like make more notes, underline, and I will don't feel that bad if I do that on these ones instead of my like more fancy books from my collection. So one more on the collection, it was $5. I'm gonna keep an eye on the other two books on the series to have the whole three books in one style. And like I said, I do like the covers. I'm glad they didn't put the faces, and it was just $5. So one more book to my Lord of the Ring of talking book collection. Another book that I found is this one. Is a historical fiction and is The Revolution of Marina. It's about this woman that she has a lot of privilege. She is supporting the workers' revolution, or the workers trying to make a statement. And we're going to see how that affects to her life and the life that she's used to have and that kind of thing. So sounds interesting. It's a historical fiction, always gets my attention, and I do like the cover. And it was $7 for a hard book collection. I mean, hard book for a hardcover. And we'll see how is this one. Then I get one of my first book hauls. I have one of the books of the same author, the Jane Austen Society. It was $7, I think, the book. The only bad thing is, like, I tried to get rid of the stickers from the bargain prices, and it didn't go well. Now it's sticky. I have to figure out how to remove the sticky thing from the covers. So this one is the Jane Austen Society, and it's about this group of people that they decide to get together and talk about the Jane Austen books and what's going on their lives, the relationship between them. And I didn't read yet the other book that I get from the author. So I have now two of them that I have to read it. Me and collecting bunch of books. So then is this book. This is like a thriller, like a mystery, like a domestic thriller, I think. Is Our House, and it's about this woman that she decide to, like, they get in divorce with her partner, and they have kids, and they get in agreement that the kids, they're going to stay in their house with the parents, and they gonna just move in and back and forth. So one time she's going back to her house, and she finds that all her family is gone, all her stuff is gone, and somebody else is living in her house. And she doesn't know what happened with her kids and what happened with her husband, with her ex-husband. So you see, it's like a mystery thriller. It sounds really interesting. I didn't want to read more of the blurb because, like I said, I don't like to get spoiled. It's not that long, so we'll see if I like this one. And finally, I get two books from Le Carre, John Le Carre. They were $7 and are hardcovers. This one is The Agent Running in the Field. I think this one is about a veteran that it was serving in the intelligence service, and it's like always like spies, detectives, and that kind of story. And it's a hardcover. It was the same $7. And then we have one more that it's saying I have troubles trying to get rid of the bargain prices stickers. This one is the legacy of spies. It's the same about some group of spies. Uh, they are following Peter Gulliam is the main character, and it's set during the Cold War or after the Cold War. So it's again like a detective and spy stories, and it was $7. To be honest, I think I could even get more books that day because it was a lot of books on bargain price, like a lot new, not that old books, not books that they've been published 5 years ago. They were like maybe last year, or yeah, I think published last year. It was a lot of books. I think I could get more, and I was wishing to get more of this Le Carré because he is a very popular author, and I have one of his books but in paperback, and after they get on paperback it's hard to get them on a hardcovers again, but I couldn't find more of them. So I think that's all I get. I didn't buy any audiobook because I didn't find anything that it was interesting to me, and I'm going back to the books that I already have on my audio library. And I skipped couple months, my book of the month and my old Crate subscription. My Library of America is every 4 months, so I'm not gonna get any until next book haul. And I have many books that I need to read, so I was trying to control and don't get too many books on my physical library. And I've been using a lot of the library app for the audios, and even for my ebook reading. I've been getting better on that, so I get some ebooks too, but they are from the library, so I didn't really add it to my personal library. And I think that's all I get for today. If you like the video, like always, thumbs up. If you want to know if I post another video, ring the campanita and let me know if you like some of these books and what do you think about them. And thank you guys for watching. Bye.